We're back live at the Potato Expo. With me is Mitch Kanter, Chief Science Officer at at the Global Expert Bench, and Michelle Kijek,
Kijek.
Kijek, sorry about that, Senior Vice President and the Group Lead. Talk to us a bit about the research that you're conducting on behalf of potatoes. I know in just a few minutes from now you're going to be on the stage talking in depth, but give our audience who isn't here the preview of what you're going to be talking about, so they're sure to go back online and see the recorded version in a week or so.
Sure. I'll start real quickly. I think some of the presentations today are on studies that we've funded through APRI, the Alliance for Potato Research and Education. APRI funds over $1 million a year in clinical and epidemiologic research. Two of the folks that we funded are going to be on the podium today talking about their research, some related to children and some related to exercise performance with potato
And I've heard
usage.
that there's a lot of research, actually, that Potatoes USA is behind and so on, about, using potatoes for exercise for children. And, without revealing too much, are you pleased in the direction, Michelle, that this is going? Is this great news for potato growers?
So far, so good. We actually were real excited with APRI. We funded 11 new studies this year, which is really
Wow, that's great.
record-breaking. So this has been a huge year, a huge turning point for APRI. And about 4 of those studies are in the performance area. So primarily with adults right now, and then a lot of work on cognition and satiety. So the work that Nick Bellissimo is going to speak to later shows that really eating potatoes at breakfast can help improve satiety and memory in kids.
Well, that's interesting when I look at cognition, because one of the things that we're seeing across the board with a lot of new products coming out is a focus on DHA, omega-3s, and really worrying not only for kids in their developmental years, but also, for those aging baby boomers out there who are somewhat faced with dementia and Alzheimer's as a possibility in their life. What can we eat nutritionally that can help solve these issues?
And I think the wonderful news is that a nutrient-dense vegetable, the potato, has a lot of those qualities that can help support cognition for across the life stage. So the work that APRI is doing is really to help demonstrate and debunk a lot of misperceptions that people have about whole potatoes and processed potatoes, so people can feel really good about potatoes as a nutrient-dense vegetable.
So Mitch, what's coming down the pike when it comes to research that really has you excited?
There are a number of things. On APRI, we're funding studies in a couple of areas. We have platforms. One is cardiometabolic health, where we're looking at potatoes and carbohydrates as they relate to overweight, diabetes, cardiovascular disease. We're looking at potatoes in the context of a healthy lifestyle, and we're doing a lot of work around exercise performance, eating carbohydrates like potatoes before, during, and after exercise. We're also looking at potato intake in the context of the whole diet. That seems to be where a lot of the nutrition research is going. This reductionist view of looking at a single nutrient or a single food.
Which is very misleading to consumers, especially. Not for folks like you, who are researchers who understand it, but to put it in the right perspective, when it's on the front page of USA Today, consumers are just reading that first paragraph and they're being misled. And when it comes to nutrition, I'm not sure that we can afford that these days.
No, absolutely. And I think that's why we're so excited that APRI was able to commit so much this year to 11 trials. So the work that we're doing is helping to translate that research as well, to your point, to ensure that the information that is getting out to the consumer is much more credible.
Well, thank you both very much. I know you got to jump on stage, so I'm going to let you go. But thank you both for your work and helping get that potato message out there.
Thanks so much.
Going to take a break. We'll be right back.